Hi everyone, it's Jessie Coletti. I just want to share kind of a big day with all of you. And I'm kind of already emotional, even just barely turning on this video. Last night I turned in my very last assignment for my bachelor's degree. And I've been working on it for 5 years. It's always been a dream of mine to finish it. I pushed submit and I just sat there. I thought, oh my gosh, is this really true? It really is. And I just sat there thinking, I can't believe it. 5 years of work and I'm finally done. I'm graduating tomorrow and I'm super excited. My husband convinced me to walk, so we'll be doing that. But I really want to record this and talk about how, back up a little my history. I've never been a great student. I've always struggled. In high school, I worked really hard to get A's and B's. You know, I was never missed a class. I always handed stuff in on time. I got to college and I majored in piano, and it was a rigorous, very intense program. I worked really hard again, constantly, to pull B's and C's. I did get a couple A's too. I have to, you know, be fair. But over the years, so 15 years later, I kept wanting to get my degree, and I kept thinking, okay, now's a good time, and it wouldn't be a good time, and we moved so many times for my husband's school and internships, and finally felt like it was the right time, and I started the Pathway program, which is a discounted tuition program through BYU Idaho 5 years ago. And when I drove away I remember coming home from the submission interview thing where I got accepted and just burst into tears, because even though I'd always wanted to get my degree, I never really thought I was good enough, or maybe it was possible, or I thought I'm not going to pass my classes, or my test anxiety is going to get in the way, and just cried. So over the next few months, that was the end of July through August, I started the end of August, just had bombarded with thoughts of how you're not good enough to get a degree. What makes you think that you can overcome these things? You've always struggled in this area. And you can even ask my husband. So many times the first semester I'd be crying at night, like I can't figure out the computer program, the online, just how I get around is so confusing. My assignments aren't submitting. How do I write a paper? All those things. And so for me to be here today, graduating, I'm pretty emotional about it. And I guess what my takeaway is, that anytime we're going to better ourselves in any way, we're going to have negative influences, and I believe that a lot of that is the devil. He doesn't want us to better ourselves in any way, because as we do, we lift up others around us. So I had so much negativity, of course, that I had to work through, and I just had to do it anyway, even though I didn't think I could. And I remember 2 years in thinking, oh, I just can't balance family and school. The only reason I kept going is because I thought in 5 years I want to be able to say I did it instead of wishing I had done it. So that's really the only reason I stayed. So I just did it anyway, and I'm really excited to have conquered a little bit of those fears, and I have this graduation plan goal that I have now accomplished. And so I just want, my takeaway for you is I want you to think about things that you've been wanting to do, but fears have overtaken you, and just do it anyway. Find a way or make a way. And that's my challenge. I hope that that's helpful, and pass this along to anyone else who's in school and struggling. It's tricky. It's very tricky. A lot of late nights. And then if you find value in this, my call to action is to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click on the link that I've provided, and I hope to be seeing you soon.